Department of Molecular and Cellular Biosciences.
Hello, hello. Okay, this is the last talk, and it's least scientific. It's more about me and selfish, and also about the people I engage. I thank them. Okay, so what I'm doing the scientific computation. What I can do, if you want some help use the computation, I can do the help. But this does not mean anything to you. I think that's me. Okay, and so it's where I'm from. 84, that's 35 years old, is in a mountain which are far, far from here, even far from Beijing, from Shanghai. It's kind of close to Tibet. So I go up there. Here's my body, and you can see that little boy. That's me. And we are underdeveloping country, so you see our field is not like here. And I like all the sports, but we don't have those sports facilities. And so that's kind of, we are happy because we have friends play together. And fast forward, so I just home visiting my friends. So that's kind of the change we have. And that's my bodies. Okay, 35 years later, we still have a very close relationship, particularly through the messenger. And so it's stunning to me. How good? When I left, is that thing, but when I return, I'm out. Okay, so it's happened. And then I look at my childhood, is my childhood, is that we're facing the high competition to go to the college. Here give you kind of the number. So in China, you only 1 out of 4 students can go to the college. In US, everyone, if you want, you go to college, right? And so then you kept competing for that one spot. And that's the consequence. This experience I had. Okay, start from grade 1, that's kind of the experience you have. And so now I become parents. I'm facing the dilemma. I want to type father to my 7-year-old son, or let's follow the US way, let it go free. And actually that's a kind of debate. What is good, what's the bad? And actually I had no answer. Okay. And so after that tough time, and I got a very good score, so I can pick the university I want to enter. So actually I have no idea. My only idea is I should be far away from my parents. Right? We want more independent. So I go to coaster, it's ocean coaster, it's not mountain region. And I want to do science because you see my environment is really the tree, bird, snake, and all kinds of things, squatter, and we do crazy things when I was a kid. Well, and so doing science, then I picked the chemistry. Chemistry is a science. And then I went to the coast city, which is here. And it's coast city. And so I got my degree in 95 and 99. Here's my body. My body, 95. And so after I got my master's degree, I said, wow, US is my big dream, American dream. Okay, cross ocean for the PhD program. So that flight, I remember, it's roughly 24 hours or something. And it's landing Philadelphia. And I'm looking down, I see, in the movie, I see the skyrock, New York skyrock. I'm looking down, Philadelphia, it's just skyrock. I'm disappointed. I didn't find those kind of things. Okay, and then I landed into the University of Delaware, and that's basically the 2000. And then that's really the big transition for me, I had my professor, PhD advisor, which was doing the computation. And it's doing this kind of thing. Okay, you run a movie and something running, and I say, wow, that's cool, because I'm very bad doing the experiment. I always forgot things. For example, my mom told me that in China we use the soy sauce as the tasting, because we don't have meat. They use the soy sauce to give you taste so you can eat more rice. And then you have the bottom, and then you will carry that bottom to the shopping, and then you got the soy sauce. And my mom gives $1. So remember, you got the 25 cents, and you should remember to bring that back. Yes, I bring back. I forgot the bottom with the soy sauce. And mom said, "Where's the soy sauce?" Oh, I forgot it. So I went back and picked it up. So I'm very forgetful. And then I thought, okay, doing the computation, solving my problem, I can just press the button and redo it again, and then I'll be fine. Okay, so I changed my from the analytical country, and then I pay my cost. I have to learn the computer science, so that's why I got my degree in computer science. Okay, oh, you see this one folds beautifully, and so I changed my field. And then that's our first experience with assembling the computer. We basically do the manufacturing. We buy all the components, motherboard, case, and CPU, and the graphic card, and the Ethernet card, all assembly. The whole summer, we spent assembling 64 that things. And we put together to do the computation. But actually, it's bad experience because they not lasting long. We are not good manufacturer. Well, we learned the lesson, and my professor now got the funding to build out in Delaware. That's actually ranking the 29 the world's top 50 supercomputer. And the more rewarding experience is attend the conference. So you will feel so blessing. The gentleman before you award Nobel Prize in 10 years. That's basically central guy, Martin Karpas. He won Nobel Prize in the 2013 or 2012, and is a computational chemistry guy. And I'm that little guy there, looks really the chill-like face. Okay, I think that's so blessing you have such kind of experience. And then 2013, I fortunately got the offer here. Actually, it's only offer. It's only offer, and then I accepted. Of course, I have to accept it. Okay, and came here, and so 2014, and so CADD, and we worked together. CADD now is PhD student in the Delaware. Okay. In Delaware. And 2016, a big jump, because at that moment our machine coming, the computing cluster coming, so now we can do the more computing things. And then 2016 we have more students join, so then I can do more computation. So that's who I am, where I'm from. And so what's the science I'm doing? So I'm doing the science kind of like the transformer, and you know the transformer basically can change the shape, and this follows the Newton's law, Newton's big brand in the physics, right? And you have the force, and then we develop the parameter. So that's basically I mentioned I brand. Where's our brand? Oh, this is brand. Okay. So as a graduate student, that's our brand. Amber FF03. Whenever I attend the meeting, if I say this, the people say, good. That's a good thing because people use it to do the simulation of the biomolecule. And so then you with those parameters, you can simulate the motion of the things, do a lot of cool stuff. And I feel, oh, that's cool. And so that's the small history about this one. So this started from the Matt Cameron, and who's graduated from Harvard and is a famous professor who uses in Diego now. And he used an Apple computer to do modeling of those things. So at that time, it's really not the molecule proteins, just on the particles through there. And use this one. I start to nature. People know nature is good. And here's my PhD advisor, Dr. Guan, and he's fortunate to have the supercomputer. So he's able to do some little folding, but he told me, the result is not good. You see, those two not overlap good. Well, it's a big jump, and in terms of the simulation time, in terms of the size of the things, so it's a science, and this paper over 1,500 citations so far. Okay, and then you have the shop. Okay, I run out of time, and so let me quickly jump to the thing. Okay, so the you see the invested in that area, and I don't have time to show you the movie, unfortunately. So let me just go to the last slide. So the here's students here. Okay, so they are kind of working with me, and also I'm blessed to have a lot of collaborator. And here you see the collaborator and working and the grant. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Anyone have any questions of Chun and his journey?
So, you showed us a picture of where you were from originally, and then what it looks like now. So that's what it looked like in 1984, and that's what it looks like now in 2019. So, to your knowledge, has there been a similar development in higher education, more college places, more students going?
Okay, so everyone knows now it's the trade war between the U.S. and China. And for my trip last year, yes, they are the major competitor. Every field, you're learning there. So my son just back from the spring break, the 2 weeks spring break from China. He visited China and he came back. So actually last Friday I picked him up from the airport. He just said, he is so old, everything's old, and they're so new. And then he talked, we learn in China they learn the math, so many math, there's so many things, and here we don't learn much as a kindergarten student and first grade here. So, well, it's not just the buildings, just not the thing. It's the every aspect of development, except the equal right for everyone. And small population got most benefit. Large population still not got benefit. That's the only thing I feel that's not developed. But in the other aspects, it's true. It's true competitive. And so one thing I'd like to comment is the science study. So like here I teach, I shocked because if you show a circle to student to say this is divided by 3, what's the degree of that 1 pi? Most students I don't know. I'm surprised. This is one circle is 360 divided by 3 is 120. That's kind of a simple thing, but my students just don't know. And then those kinds of things keep pump up. And then I do the comparison is that in China, the math, you start from the kindergarten and learn through the 12th grade. Okay. And physics, you start from the 7th grade, so you have the 5 years learning. And then the chemistry, you start from also the 5 years before you enter college. I ask my students, how many physics, how many chemistry, how many you learn? It's just 1 semester, 2 semesters at most. And then now they have to learn the college chemistry. And then the mathematics here is again, it's a surprise to me. Very simple algebra, very simple things, but here just don't teach. And then I got the answer from the Dr. Charlie, who did more deeper investigation, is that the elementary system here lack of the good math teacher because the pay is so low. Those math teacher will go to find a high pay job You do data analysis for the financial industry, for us, you got high pay. But you do as the elementary teacher, you don't get that pay. So then you don't have a good math teacher. Okay, so the STEM education.
We have more.
Okay.
I did have two questions.
Okay.
The first is a technical question. I noticed that you had the van der Waals, Leonard-Jones potential there. You also mentioned electrostatics. I did not see hydrogen bonding,
Yes.
which I know is very important in biological systems. The second question is back to the same question as Peter had. What drove the development? What actually drove, what inspired the politicians and all others to really make those changes and put the money into that infrastructure? Because it's 35 years, it's an amazing growth.
Okay, so my understanding is that political system. You only can hear one voice. And if the leader say, we will do it, everyone do that. So it started from the den, the den, and then said, forget of the ideology, forget everything. And no matter white cat and black cat, and if it can cause the mouse, is a good cat. So you have to do the economic development. So whole society focus on economic development. So that driven the every sector of development. And I think that's the major driver, major drive cost, I think. It has the side effects. Side effects corruption. You have extreme rich, small population, which also manipulation, Bill Gates, to them, it's nothing.
Thank you,
What
John.
about hydrogen bonding?
Okay, hydrogen bonding. So hydrogen bonding is the electrostatic interaction. So let me go back. That's really the science. Okay, politics. I don't know how to do that.
And I'm not sure we have time for it.
Okay, so in order to develop the good charge side, actually we have to use a model compound to do the quantum mechanics calculation, and then based on electrostatic potential on the one, and then you can develop the charge, the partial charge at each atom, and that set charge will be assigned to each amino acid, and then you have the set of charge to represent the electrostatic interaction.
Okay.
Yes.
So